Hi guys, it's Mike here. This video is part 2 of the dragons that I'm uploaded earlier. This is how I put it all together. And I let my scanner cut them out, but I need more practice, I think. I forgot to put the little rim around it, and I forgot to set it I don't know what it did, but it's kind of looked like it embossed. It didn't cut through. Yeah, well, anyway, here I'm putting the Craft clouds on, and I'm deciding which ones to use and what the top and the bottom is. I found that really hard to decide actually, or to see. I guess I have to stamp them, maybe put a mark on it with a little arrow or something. But anyway, they're not mounted, so I'm just using a bit of tape runner and Versamark, and I'm using wow embossing powder that is matte, so you won't really see it, or I mean it won't be shiny. And but I think clouds are white, so I'm kind of using it as an emboss resist and as a masking for when I'm doing the ink blending on top of it. I mean, I'm not cutting them out. Way too hard. And I guess you can do it the other way, because I believe this one is opaque. And you can also do the ink blending first, or use a blue piece of cardstock. But I of course went the difficult way. You know, I always think about these things after. But yeah, there you go. I'm heat setting it, and it's a little bit shiny when it's still warm, but then it dries completely matte, and well, it's almost impossible to see. And that's what I like it. No shiny stuff. And I'm using just a paintbrush to do some ink blending, and a little ink blending tool with a foam thingy. And remember to always use a shade darker on Bristol paper if you do blending, because it will show up much lighter. And I'm starting off the paper, and you don't really have to on Bristol paper actually. It's kinda what I'm used to. And I'm putting down just a thin layer, I guess, or a light layer with the brush. And then around the clouds, because you know you almost can't see them, and around the edges I want it to be a little bit darker. So that's why if you were to use blue cardstock, you can also ink blend on top of it with blue, if it's darker blue of course, but then it will save you some time having to ink blend the whole panel, which might be a tip for you. And see, I'm trying to make this cloud stand up a little bit more, and then I'm using a piece of kitchen paper to rub off the distress ink from the embossed parts. And here are my dragons. Yeah. Luckily they didn't cut out all the little legs and stuff. I used the wrong setting. I can never remember which one I have to use. But yeah, I'm going around it with the memento, and I'm still using them. The other three I throw away, because you know there are cuts in there. I'm not sure if you can still color them. But yeah, there they are. Yay. And I have to say, I did some really simple shading on them, and there's a really nice examples on the packaging of the shading. It's so small, even with a small point from the Illustrator markers. I found it hard, but yeah, that's me. A foam tape, I'm just running to get another one. Well, running. I say running, but I know. top folding card, and I cut it a little bit smaller to make it a matte. And I'm deciding which is the top and the bottom. I don't think it matters actually, but yeah. A little bit of foam tape to add more layers, which is the Simon Says Stamp Monday challenge. So lots and lots of layer. And then I die cut memory box puffy clouds from felt, because I thought that would look more like clouds. And I also decided to use, of course, the dragons instead of the unicorns that I showed you in the coloring video, because I don't think unicorns can fly. But yeah, you may, I'm not sure actually, you never know. Pegasus flies, so you know. They're mythological. And then so I'm just getting the, my plates are a little bit dusty and grubby, so of course the felt all called it. And more foam tape, because I think that should be strong enough to hold it in place, and I put it just on the bottom so I can tuck the dragon behind, or make it look like he or she or they are standing on the cloud. I watched Rain of Fire yesterday. I love dragons, but I wasn't paying very much attention because I was coloring. And I believe they found one dragon in London, that little boy did, and it was a male. So I kind of wonder now where all the females came from. I have to watch it again. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they found more. I'm not sure. But anyway, the puffy clouds, and then I have to leave a little border for the sentiment, which I kinda forgot, because I wanted to use the Believe die cut from Simon Says Stamp, but it's a little bit too big for that corner. So I also have the Impression Obsession, which says believe in yourself and magic will happen, which I thought would go well with believe in dragons kind of thing. And maybe I should have used StazOn, I'm not sure, but I used Versamark just because, you know, there's some embossing there, but it seemed to work. I would suggest to use StazOn, but yeah, I didn't. I heat set it just to be safe, and then I think I will call it done. Yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you again Sunday, I think. So, bye.